Hello everyone and welcome to Day Trader S&P 500. Today is Saturday, September 11, 2021. This is Dale Woodson, editor of Woodson Wave Report. We're going to go a little different route today. We're going to get right into our recent reports here. We're going to start with the 8th, September 8th, okay? You can see what we put out to our monthly subscribers. We have daily reports. As you'll see, sometimes we have more than once a day. And here's where we're looking at. We were looking for our move to 45.01. We got it. And our next targets you can see here. Let me get this a little better in there. We have 44.78, 57, and 36. That's what we were looking for as the chart shows. Make or break is the all-time high. Any move above 45.45 breaks the count. And we're looking for confirmation with a move below the August 19th low, confirmation of a change in trend. We're also looking for it with other indicators, but we'll get into that. So that's what we were looking for on the 8th, is a move that the 45.45 to hold, and a move to these levels here. If I can jump quickly to the pre-market open on the 10th, there it is there, okay, and we're looking at a series of first and second waves, and we're looking at 5 waves down and a lower high, 5 waves down and a lower high, 5 waves down, and then we're looking for a lower high. There were our targets there. 45.15 is the key one there. I want to skip over to, let me see if we have, because what we wanted to show you guys here is, let me scroll through all this stuff here. Okay, yeah, again, that 45.30 should hold that high, and then a low below 44.91. The next 5 wave pattern to the downside is continuing. And there's a summary right there. Okay, so I want to show you guys the chart here. We're going a little different route. Here is our hourly chart. Again, from the 819 high, we have a 1 up, a 2 down, a 3 up, a 4 down, and a 5, completing that 5th wave. And as you can see here, that was that 44.91 low. It was actually 93, and we did break below it, and you can see the waves unfolding there. But you can see our targets there. We had 44.77, and that was hit on the 10th. And in our next target, 44.57, that was hit on the 10th also. So we were looking for a move above 45.15. If I can show you guys that here. Where was that at? We were looking, there it is right there. The 45.15 was a 618. And you can see right here, we got that at 45.20. Right there. I'm sorry, right there. 5 points above. It's close enough for a direct hit, but it's within 5 points of an ideal target. Then we had a direct hit here and a direct hit here. And not only did our high hold, but our all-time high of 45.45 held. So let me get to our next report here if I can. Okay, we've got the post-market close, and you can see here we had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 direct hits on our targets. You can see right there we've got an expanded flat out. You can see the target there, that high there held, and that low was hit, and that low was hit. If we want to call it actually the 45.45 make or break high held, that's not a direct hit, but that's another confirmation of our wave count. Okay, so we're looking for a move below 44.91. We got it, and then a move to the 44.78. We got it, and a bounce up, and then a move to the next target, 44.57, and we got that. I want to skip ahead here to a little bit of the special interim report that went out today. We've been telling our customers not only do we need a break of the 819 low, the August 19 low, but we're looking for 5 waves at the smallest degree of trend. And you can see here we've got 5 waves down for a 1, a lower high. Then we've got a 1 down. Here's an expanded flat, A up, B down, C up. B goes below the start of A. C goes above the high of A. That's an expanded flat. Another 5 waves down, another lower high. Another 5 waves down, another lower high. So we're looking at 3 different degrees of trend of 5 waves down and lower highs and in second waves of 3 different degrees of trend. One here, a higher one here, and a higher one here. Okay, so that's what we're looking at here. Again, we got our signals here. Make or break of 45.45 for the high. Once that's broken, this is wrong. A break below the 819 low signals a change in trend. Okay, was there anything else I wanted to show you guys on this? What we're looking at here? Bear with me. Okay. Yeah, we've been looking for 5 waves to the downside on the smallest degree to signal a change in trend. We need a break below the 819 low of 43.67. That'll be the first major sign. A subsequent break of the July 19 low will be further confirmation of a change in trend. And we're seeing it not only on the 1 and 5, but I wanted to show you guys the 10-minute chart because that is pretty clear that we're doing 5 waves to the downside and retracements up in second waves, and each second wave of a lesser degree is lower than the previous second wave of a higher degree. Let me show you guys this in the charts up here. Again, there's the 382, there's the 500. We're looking for the 618, that's the next target of 44.36, and then a break below this low, which should be 43.67. I want to show you guys this on a little closer chart here. Okay, there is the 1, 2, and then the 1 of a smaller degree, the expanded flat for wave 2, and you can see we got 3, 4, and 5 here. I want to show you guys what this looks like here. We should get a 4 up. Let me see if I have that 3. There it is right there. Okay, so this third wave, let me get this here on the retracement. There is the wave 2 high. There is the wave 3 low. And let me move that up. Before we get a move, get that in the picture. Before we get a move in wave 5 down, which should be to at least this target, if not lower, 44.36, we should get a smaller degree 4th wave up. And you can see that's the 3rd wave. There are the 4th wave retracements. And typically, the 4th wave will go to a 4th wave of a smaller degree. So we'll move into 44.89 or 44.99 is expected. And then once that is complete, there's that 4, then we'll get the 5 down to, you can see I have 5 sitting right down there at the 44.36. Okay, so I want to show you guys also our time spirals here for a couple different reasons. I haven't mentioned them lately because nothing's coming up. We had this August 30th high, and that obviously hit with 3 days of slippage, if you will, and the S&P topped on 9/2 or September 2nd. This one that's virtually 100% accurate, as you can see here. That one, let me get that up here. That one, the next turn date is 10/23. So if this did mark a high of significance, then we might expect this low a trading day before or trading day after. Since that's a Saturday, we're looking at October 22nd or October 25th for a possible low. We'll have to watch that play out, but this date could be the next turn date of some significance within the internal wave count. I wanted to also show you guys, because we're going to get into the other indexes here too, all of them, the Russell, the NASDAQ, and the Dow, that the indexes don't always top at the same time. They top different times, except for 87 when they all crash on the same day. Okay, but you can see the different days here. The Dow topped early, followed by the NASDAQ and the S&P. 07, the Dow topped first, followed by the S&P, then the NASDAQ. In 2020, which began wave V down of an expanding triangle that began in January of 18, again, the Dow topped first, followed by the NASDAQ and the S&P. To date, so far, the Dow has topped on August 17th. We'll get into that. The S&P was on 9/2 so far, and then the NASDAQ on 9/7. We'll get into the Russell it's all the way back into March. So before we forget, without further ado, we want to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget the reminder bell and the like button, which seems to never want to show up, but we do have it here. There, it's a smaller version of this down there. We appreciate your patronage to the channel. Let me see if I got all these correctly here. Okay, there's the Fibonacci time spirals, and that's not been updated, but there's nothing to look at until October the 3rd. Okay, and there's what we're looking at as far as the moves down, change in trend, make or break high. Okay, what else do we have here? Make sure I got everything. Yep, there's our targets. Oh, I wanted to mention also, this thing is moving in such Fibonacci perfection. We've got that 1, 2, and then the third wave is extending or subdividing off that expanded flat. Wave 3 equaled a 2.618 multiple of wave 1 right at that 44.57 low, which occurred 1 minute before the close on Friday. So we might expect that wave 4 up. I think we had that in one of those schematics. Let me look and see if I have that fourth wave up. Not there. And no, that was previous. And that's not it. And that's not it. And we can look at it in, yeah, we didn't want to knock that down, did we? We can look at it in our 10-minute chart here. Okay. So, yeah, we had it right here. 44.89 and 99 and 05. I don't think we'll hit the 786, but look for that in there. Okay, let's look at the NASDAQ. Okay, in the NASDAQ, you can see the high here is September 7th. Okay, so we have, let's do some math here. Okay, we have a 1 up here. I'm sorry, a 1 down here, and you can see, let me put the labels on there for you guys. Okay, let's get in here. There's all-time high. There's 1 down. There is 2 up. And here comes 3. We'll just throw them down here for now. You can see it went almost to a 786 retracement above the 618. Okay, so let's look at a Fibonacci extension. And here we go for the NASDAQ. We've got 1 down. We've got 2 up. It's going to be right in there. And then 3 equals 1, it went past it. So the 1618 is a 15.032. So conveniently place that right on there at random. How about that? Okay, so that's our target to the downside. You can see we've got a 1, 2. Does this look like a 3? Yes, it does. Let's look at this. Let's go internally within that wave 3 and see what we're looking at here. Okay, and we've got a wave down here and a wave up here, and we're pretty darn close to right there at 15.041. Okay, so 3 is extending or subdividing, so we can look for that to play out. Let's move into the Dow. The Dow has topped on, was it August 16th, I believe? Yeah, August 16th. We've got a 1 down, a 2 up, and let's look at that here real quick. Let's get a Fibonacci retracement. Here we go on the Dow, and as you can see, that hit the 786 and stayed there for a while, and then we've got a third wave unfolding. Let me get this out of the way, remove that, and let's put an extension on that first wave and see where we can anticipate this third wave to go to. Okay, we'll get right in there, and it's almost equal to 1 right there at 34,533, and the 1618 is at 33,962. Okay, that's what we're looking at with the Dow, and we need to see this go for, we need to see 5 waves down for confirmation of trend. This could be an ABC and end right here. Okay, so this is developing. What was really compelling is these 5 waves down and lower high, lower high, lower high. Okay, so let's look at the Russell 2000, and this one goes all the way back to March, and you can see we've got a 1 down, an A, B, C up, and we've got another one down and an A, B, C up, and that wave is a 786 retracement. This one is a nearly 100% retracement. Could this be a long sideways 4? Yes, it could. What would make it a 4? A break above the all-time high right there at 2359, I believe it is. Let me see there, 2360. That would confirm a fourth wave, a bunch of long sideways action. That's what it looks like, but unless and until it moves to new all-time highs, it's not. Okay, because we're getting 5 waves down and 3 wave corrections up. I can label this for you guys. I labeled that A, B, C here. Let's do that again for this other second wave of another degree. We've got an A up, a B down, and a C up there. Okay, so we said what do we need to see to make this a 4? We need to see a break of the all-time high. What do we need to see to make this a series of 1s and 2s? 1s down, 2 up. We need to see a break first of this low, which is sitting there at 2107, and then consequently this low, which might be really near that same 2100, okay? Then we're off to the races to the downside. So we have our make or break parameters for the bulls and the bears. A move above here makes this a 4, and the sideways is over. A move below here makes this a series of 1s and 2s with a third of third wave extrapolating to the downside. I want to leave you guys with this picture here. Let's see, is that the one we want? Yeah, that's the one we want. Okay, again, make or breaks 45.45, and I think that's 43. Let me look. I got it on one of these charts. Here we go. 43.67 to the downside. There's our parameters. Here's how it's unfolding. Okay, we'll see what happens this next week. Should be exciting times as usual. Until next time, take care, everyone.